I have been having an ear to the ground, especially in the mountain area. Uh, we usually have a problem, and the problem is that we have professional NIS people who are there, who even today, let's take an example of today, they may be anti so and so who wants to be the president. But once that person becomes the president, then they become so close to him that they start feeding him and maybe even trying to exclude us. They try to exclude us, and we cannot reach the president. Although of late I've been seeing the way the president have been reacting, coincidentally, and I want you to underline the word coincidental, some of the things I've been advising him through this channel, he has been following it up. But you see, I can't reach him, and he'll only reach those people whom, if anything happens and another president comes in, they'll still swear loyalty to him more than even those who campaigned for him. But this is my views I've seen. I've been checking on ground, and I wanted to make an assessment of how it is. I remember I think I have three examples. I remember Nyandarua. Was it Nyandarua? Where everything went on well. It was Jamhuri Day. Uh, when it came for the turn for the county commissioner to read the president's speech, they walked out. They walked out. The second incident that I'm remembering is that there was a what do we call that? Installation of the bishop. I think this one happened in Embu, whereby when the president was talking, they were shouting upon him. I think that was in Embu. And you know, that was not Kisumu, that was Embu. I hope you understand. Uh, the third one is when Muturi addressed his own speech, they listened. And when it was the turn for him, and it came the turn for him to read the president's speech, people told him no. And then he asked them, as many as of the idea. And then he said, no, since you have told me not to read the speech, I'll not read. And then he went away. I think that meeting was attended by Gashagwa. We have to take that of note. We have also to take note that Embu is important. Embu, the chairperson of, uh, of, of UDA is Mbarira, and she's the governor of there. And as I said, Embu is different from Kisumu. The matter of political violence and demonstration, you can expect them in Kisumu more than Embu. So I think that thing, the president should be concerned. The president should be concerned. He should avoid the people who are saying, hawa ni vijana wawili watatu wamevuta bangi na kukunywa chang'aa. It should be a concern. In politics, you don't relax. You only relax when you have been sworn in for your second and final term. A day after that is when you relax, because nothing can happen to you. But like now, especially for a person who is perennial campaigner like Ruto, he should be concerned about the remaining term, the 2 years, because we are now in 2025. He should do something about those two places. Embu will also, it is going to uplift the profile of the boy. You know, when the boy comes out, obviously the father will talk to him, but then there is external forces which will push him, that people will now start saying, oh, whatever, and the boy will just find himself in politics. I've said before, and I'll repeat, it was just unfortunate to have arrested those kids, because even though it has worked against them for most of the time, but it has worked against the president, even if it is 2 or 3 things. The president is not an appointive position. It is a position that you get through votes, and if you get it through votes, and losing any vote is it should cause concern. I believe Nyeri is a toss-up. I believe Nyeri is a toss-up, even though Rigathi Gachagua comes from Nyeri. I think Nyeri is a toss-up. The best, with the person who wins in Nyeri, I can place it at 55-45. But as of now, if things remain the things remain the way they are, I expect and I suspect uh, a lot of concern, a lot of homework should be done for both Embu and Nyandarua. And the best time to start anything is now. Rigathi Gachagua isn't Kendi Matiba. But then, even the thing, apart from medical problems, because Matiba had a stroke in detention without trial, but Matiba, he used to call himself Tiba ya Katiba ni Matiba. Now Matiba, when he started having these what do you call technical appearances, they affected his popularity. His popularity became very low. So the issue of keeping away, I mean, fighting from outside, I think you should now know why, with all the humiliation that Ruto had, he never resigned as deputy president. That is what Uhuru wanted. He wanted Ruto to resign as deputy president and appoint Gideon Moi as a deputy president. So being out of power is something that should be looked into very carefully. And I also want to, there's a point that I've forgotten that I also want to include here, that, Nyandarua and Embu, in Kikuyu politics, Nyandarua was one of the leading places during the freedom fighters' time. It was one of the leading places because you remember that is where Dedan Kimathi settled. Actually, Dedan Kimathi originally was from Nyeri. And I think is he the one who settled there, or is it the family that went there later? But Nyandarua played a big role in Mau Mau. But after independence, there were 3 Gema districts that came to be known. 3 Gema districts that came to be known. There was Murang'a. Murang'a was very much interested in business. They were not very much in politics. And that is why you find every business, Kina Matiba was in Kenya Breweries and hotel industries. You find these, I'm told, the Equity guy, where he comes from, that village is full of billionaires. And even in our own Madira constituency, you find that billionaires fight for the constituency, but millionaires fight for wards. So you find that Nyeri business was just settled in Madira, but Kikuyu-wise, Murang'a went for business, and that is why Nairobi was at one time called MTO, Murang'a takeover. All the business, Rwadhia, nini yote, they were from Murang'a. But those days, politics was strictly between Nyeri and Kiambu. They used to fight viciously. They used to fight wars that were called wars of River Chania. Kiambu people are saying there's no time or the Maki will cross over River Chania and go to Nyeri. But things seem to be changing to an extent that we are now seeing a lot of activities from Nyandarua and Embu. I think that is something to be seen. I said that Nyeri is a toss-up, and as much as I can say that Nyandarua maybe Rigathi may take every position, be it senator, be it governor, everything up to MCA. But Nyeri, I said it's a toss-up where he may get 55% against 45%. I want to talk about Madhira MP. I don't see Madhira MP going back. Madhira MP not going back. One of the reasons is that aliangukia. You see, he was going to be the MCA. He was going to be the MCA for his ward, but when it came to the time when, you see, if Ruto would have appointed somebody else as his running mate, Rigathi Gachagua would have gone back as the MP for Madera. So when he went to be the running mate for Ruto, uh, he also chose the MCA for his place to be the MP. He chose the MCA for his place to be the MP, but people said that ward cannot produce the vice president or the deputy president while at the same time produces. So this MCA aliangukia, but not to worry if he's not taken. These are the people. These are the people who the new government, if it will be on his side, that is, the new government now appoints in these various big positions, the various big positions like cabinet or anything. Rigathi Gachagua wants to believe that he is like Raila, but he can never be Raila because those people who are surrounding Rigathi are people who are relying on money. Let me not talk of where he got the money, but they are relying on his pocket. But you see, he can't finance the whole region, the whole mountain. Raila got hold of the lake region through persuasive, and just like Rigathi, he's the one who will be sending out money to finance those people. But when it comes to Raila, financing came the other way around. Instead of him financing people, people are financing him. I think that one we have to understand. And lastly, Raila is a direct descendant of Ramogi Ajwang. He is a direct descendant of Ramogi Ajwang. And that one, it's just like the Moroccan king. Moroccan king is said to be a direct descendant of Prophet, the Islamic prophet Prophet Muhammad. So you find that these people who are direct descendants of somebody very important, they don't even campaign, they just go there. So if Rigathi Gachagua thinks that he has those powers, hey, that is unfortunate to him. Those people who are attacking me saying that I'm really attacking Rigathi Gachagua. It was just the other day when you guys were saying Rigathi ni mtoto wa Moi, and I was telling you when Rigathi was born, Moi was not even the vice president, he was a minister. They said, no, 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 look at the way they have forgotten that. They have forgotten that all the things that they were saying about it is this policy that if you are seen to be anti-government, you are an angel. And if you are seen to be a pro-government, you are a devil. Hakuna kitu ingine. There's no other explanation.